is that the line behind us is
So you two are a little attached to each other.
Yeah.
And you're still here.
Yeah.
How do you take the bad stuff that happened and kind of try to make something better out of it?
Clearly, it took a long time for us to get past all of the bad stuff. You know, there were many phases in our separation. There was like total blackout where we had no contact, and then there were, you know, little baby steps getting back to this. But it took a long time, and it took a lot of growth, personal growth, independent of one another. And, you know, now we look at the bad stuff. Some of it we laugh about. Some of it we have a lot of regret about. And, you know, we do talk about it. We try not to dwell on it in a negative way because, again, everything had to happen to lead us here. We had to have our families. You know, so we wouldn't have it any other way. We wish it hadn't taken as long as it did. It would have been nice if it had been like 5 years, maybe.
Yeah, 5.
Not 15 or whatever it was. So, but yeah, I mean, we just, and so much of it, it's funny how it really does disappear. Like that kind of, the kind of pain, I mean, if there is a really strong basis for a friendship and for a partnership, a creative partnership, all the bad stuff is just kind of drifted away. It's sort of like, why did we even care about that, you know? And we still think that had somebody in our entourage, our midst, whatever, had said, you guys just get over your shit and like, this is too important. Don't do this, you know, we probably would have listened, but it just didn't happen that way. So yeah, I don't know. I think we've just grown so much as human beings. We've grown up, and you know, women in their 20s, no offense to women in their 20s, but like some crazy shit happens. You know, we were so like, the stakes seemed so crazy high in everything we said and did. And now it's sort of like, I don't know, we're just more grounded.
Yeah.
Way more grounded.
We were holding on so tight to everything, every little thing, every decision was an epic decision, and it defined the next years of our lives, you know, like whether or not we liked a video. I mean, there was just every little thing from songwriting to business. We just agonized way too much. We just agonized, and we didn't need to, and we know that now.
Yeah, that's kind of your museum of love, isn't it? That's why I like that song, first single back. It's like, put all this shit behind us.
That's
right.
Yeah. Exactly.
Do you want to tell me who Benjamin is for 14-year-old me?
Oh yeah, so Benjamin was inspired by the movie The Graduate. There's that crazy scene where Dustin Hoffman is about to go tell Catherine Ross that he's been having an affair with her mother, and it's shot in this crazy way where she's just like, and Anne Bancroft is such an incredible actress, and she's just saying, Benjamin, no, Benjamin. And there was just something about it, and I was like, Benjamin, no. Honestly, who was it about? I don't know. That was one of those songs that just kind of wrote itself, and I have no idea. I honestly, it was inspired by that scene in the movie, but where did you go? I mean, it's about any sort of lost love, you know, so.
It seems like it was written like from that scene.
Yeah.
And inspired by that scene. That's a powerful movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Sound of Leaving, I really love. Little honky tonk to it. Is that my imagination, or a little bit of Sticky Fingers? It just had
interesting
blues to it. I was wondering if that was.
I mean, it's funny because the Gospel According to Saint Me is also Stones. You know, we weren't trying to write Stones songs, but that's funny that there's that influence. We've never, you know, had that come through before.
Yeah, but the verse, I can see that for sure. Verse of Sound of Leaving, for sure.
Yeah.
It's like you earned your swagger. Stones didn't write songs like that for a while too.
It's true.
Good point.
Yeah. The video for Shutterbug, was that like a violently nauseating experience? I'm super obsessed with that song.
So much fun.
Yeah.
Wasn't it fun? That contraption that we were on that allowed us to spring forward like that, it was hard work. Like, it
Really
was hard work, but when you were flinging yourself like that, It was so satisfying.
It was really
Wasn't it fun? Yeah.
Well, it was, but it was also yours worked, mine was faulty. So we were standing on these really tall springs, and we were strapped in, and then we had these huge skirts, and we were flinging our bodies back and forth, and I had to like push off the floor and catch myself because I would have literally just.
Oh no,
knocked in the
mine was
floor.
working, so I wouldn't hit the floor.
I remember. Nina had one that wasn't broken. And also it was freezing. We were in this theater
in New Jersey.
And it was freezing. It was like one of the coldest days of winter, and there was no heat. So between every
and we
shot,
were naked because as one is.
Yeah. As we
in
mentioned
one's video.
earlier.
Right, it was the 90s, it was MTV, no one can really
So we
get unscathed, right? Sorry.
Exactly. So we ended up in our bras naturally, and freezing cold. So between every shot, they would bring down coats over to us.
Exactly. There you go.
Yeah. Oh, little things. Eyes on You, just as an English major, reminded me a little bit of Shutterbug. There's kind of a watching something from afar, but it's happier.
Interesting.
It reminds me a little bit of like you've grown up, given all the drama of Shutterbug up, and now it's like, but it's the wonder is back in a way.
It's more about like being wired and up at night, up late at night, not living well, like being obsessed with the past and not being able to figure out what happened and where, and like watching like a videotape of sorts, like watching the tape of your life, or the movie of your life, and trying to pinpoint exactly what happened and where it went awry. And it's about us, and it's about the rift between us, and it being like literally staying up at night and not being able to let the other one go. It's sort of an obsessive song.
It's like you graduated from the still photos of Shutterbug for this whole movie.
Right, that's good.
I just love Shutterbug so much. Yeah.